everyone. I'm here in Haiti on a missions trip, and I just can't even begin to say how amazing it feels to be back. The moment that I got here, it just felt like I was coming home. Haiti is one of my favorite countries, and I am so excited about everything that God's doing here. But you know what? We've been talking about how it's time for the new you, who is the true you, and today we're going to talk about how you have a place. You know what? You are someone going somewhere, and there's a destination with your name on it. You know, I do a lot of traveling, and whenever I'm checking in my suitcase, you know, they'll put my name on that suitcase, and they'll put the location where that bag's supposed to go, and I don't care where that bag goes, it's gonna end up at my destination. And in the same way, there's a destination with your name on it, and God is faithful to complete what He started on the inside of you. You're gonna make it to the other side. You're gonna make it, you know, you're gonna do everything that God's called you to do. But what we need to do, you know, it's so often we just need to begin right where we're at. Because everywhere that we're at, you know, there's people all around us. And that means that there's always an opportunity to make a difference. You know, so many times people have asked me, like, how do I know what I'm supposed to do? How do I know, you know, what God's called me to do? And a lot of times, you know, it's just so simple, just to follow the peace that's in your heart and to follow those God-given desires. Because I know that God has deposited talents and abilities on the inside of you. And He wants you to know that you are completely irreplaceable. That there is no one else on the face of this earth who can do what you can do, who can be who you are, because you're one of a kind, and you have a place that only you can fill. You know, you do have a place, and what's so good about being in your God-given place is that there's God-given grace to go right along with it. You know, it's so, like, even being here on this missions trip, whenever I have the opportunity to go on a missions trip, that's one of the times where I just feel the most alive, where those passions that are on the inside of me are just able to be stirred up and to come out, you know, to flood out of me. And it just makes me feel alive, makes me feel just so invigorated and full of life to be doing what I'm called to do. And in the same way, there's a place where you fit. There's a place where you will thrive and where you flourish. You know, it's not just a physical location, but it's just being who God has created you to be, because you're one of a kind. And there's talents and there's giftings on the inside of you. You know, just take time to think, what are those things that make you feel most alive? What are those just God-given desires and God-given passions? Just things that come naturally to you. Did you know that that is God's grace upon your life? Because there is grace for your place. It's like putting on a robe. He just clothes you with His grace. There's a grace on the inside of you, because it's not in our own strength that we can do what we're called to do. I'm thankful for that, because I know I would fail miserably, but it's the greater one who's on the inside of us. That it's God who's all the while at work in us. And as we just come to Him, as we have a heart to want to help people, you know, He's going to flow through you. So, you know, what are those desires that you have? What are those passions? If you're able to create, if you're able to paint, you know what, that's what you need to be doing. You need to be painting. You need to be doing what not only brings you joy, but it's things that are going to cause other people joy. Because just like Jesus, He came not to be served, but to serve. Did you know that the talents and the abilities that are on the inside of you, that they're not just, yeah, we're going to enjoy, you know, being in our place, but it's not just for us. It's to serve other people. And there are things on the inside of you that as you just release those things, as you, you know, operate in your place, you're going to bring a joy to people that can only come through you. Because you are irreplaceable, because you do have a place. So it's just like, you know what, fish, what were they created to do? They swim. That's what they do best. Birds, what do they do best? They fly. You know, if you're a painter, you need to paint. If you're good at cleaning, that's not something that I'm naturally good at. You need to just glory in that gift that God's given you. You can help other people. You can help people like me. You know, if you're a cook, if you have a passion just to make people smile, just to give people surprises, to be a blessing to people, this world needs people like you to bring joy to the lives of other people. And you know what? When we're living for other people, when we're not just about me, what can I do, how can I promote myself, but when we're about them and them and them, and we're about other people, you know, your life is going to be fulfilling. Your life is going to be satisfied. You're satisfying. You're going to be so satisfied that you're in the place where you fit, where you thrive, but you're also going to have such a joy that comes from just helping other people. Because there is no greater joy than to love other people. There's no greater joy than to let what God's given you, because you know He has trusted you with certain talents and abilities, and as you're a faithful steward of what He's given you, you know, you're going to be so full of joy and so full of life as you see God use you to bring life to other people, to bring hope to the hopeless, to encourage those who are discouraged. So you know, you have a place where you fit, you thrive, and you function, but you don't have to wait to get somewhere to be something. Nope, you are someone, and you matter, and you're irreplaceable. Remember, everywhere that you are, there's people to love. There's always an opportunity to make a difference. So you know what, be faithful right where you're at. Take one step in front of the other. Keep being faithful, keep loving people, and just live a satisfying life of love, because you matter and you have a place.